accessible nearly every second of the day has become the mainstream. But have you ever thought about what message we're sending to our kids about cell phone etiquette?
For some adults, the iPad is considered an expensive toy. To kids, it is just a toy. And to kids, toys are made to be broken.
Tonight, cell phone addiction on the rise. Experts say it's just like being addicted to drugs or even alcohol, and it should be taken seriously.
Big announcement today from Apple. There's a new iPhone that's about to hit the market.
A lot of parents have some concerns about
the iPhone 5 will hit stores shelves in about 9 days.
It's not just about the apps, as you said. In fact, I already have that information that we can put up. Parents say
it's the first time Apple has really took a stab at invading your living room and
it makes kids sedentary, and that, you know, when even an adult walks in and says, "Hi, Johnny, how are you?"
Some people think it's social media, but my mother used to get distracted by General Hospital.
She left her 3-year-old daughter alone in the bath while she went to check an email. Has hit a nerve.
Mobile phones quickly switch from a nice to have to a must have.
Have a hard time putting
And mobile
down the phone.
operators know we can't live without them. So we're paying for it.
Downright
lead bad examples for teenagers when it comes to cell phone etiquette, but only you as the parent can decide whether a teenager is ready for a cell phone or not. And if you do decide that they are ready, meaning they can take responsibility for it, they're mature enough to understand how it operates, then you need to tell them what the boundaries are. What are the
Messenger, please hand this note to the lady sitting perpendicular from me.
Give this to the wonderful man over there.
Thank you.
Hi, if you sponsor a child, children like this will not have to suffer. And if you do it within the next 5 minutes, we'll send you an Instagram photo of the progress of this young man. Thank you and God bless you.
How often do you use your cell phone to keep in contact with each other?
talk to each other?
I don't know, daily.
Yeah, definitely daily, but it's usually like if I'm upstairs and normally putting Zoe to sleep and I need the pacifier, I text him, bring up the pacifier. More, you know, it's not really communication, it's more errand
But we
running.
never text during the school day.
That's not true.
I use my cell phone pretty much every day.
Every single day?
I actually use my cell phone more for work than I do friends or family. You know.
How do you feel about the new family plan by Phony Phones?
Honestly, I think...
No, I got this. So when me and my husband first sat down to talk about our daughter Kelly getting a phone, we didn't realize the effects it would have on us. She doesn't even talk to us anymore. Dinner, Jenny. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, okay, Mom.
If it wasn't for the family plan, I don't know how we can ever connect with our children.
Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done.
I'm on level 40.
An average 3,700 texts are sent a month per teen. OMGFacts.com. How would you feel if the school turned off all Wi-Fi connections while students are in the building?
I'm going to say I think it's actually a good idea because I think I'm totally glad that this wasn't invented in a way during my day, especially college. because too many people are using us.
That in the world we live in, kids have, not just kids, the whole world has access to the internet, and they have access to information at their fingertips. And I think we're doing kids a disservice if we shut off their access to those resources for any reason. I think it's better to kind of address kids who are abusing it as opposed to punishing everyone to prevent abuse.
That would be fine because I have 4G, so I'd be able to have Wi-Fi at all moments anyways.
I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Yeah.
We're too connected as a society. We're too connected.
I'd be fine.
It would suck. So I like that free. Like I don't have to use my data. So yeah.
In some ways I'd feel good because then kids wouldn't be on their phones in class all the time, but at the same time they wouldn't be able to look stuff up for class. So be happy behaviorally but not educationally.
I'd probably drop out. No, I'm just joking. I don't know, I'd talk to my principal, try to get it changed.
It's easier now than ever to access information, but the gold standard remains a formal education, and around the world, people are pursuing degrees in record numbers. So the future of education has got to be more than just information, right? Some advances will come in what is known as personalized learning. That's where adaptive tutor software follows a student and fixes misunderstandings in real time, not just from test to test, but from step to step. And neuroscience is going to play a big role too, not just in helping us learn more about how the brain learns, but in developing new tools to learn as well. Imagine a future where we download information directly to our brains, Matrix style, through...
Have you ever received bad news through text or email, and would you have preferred it to be delivered in person?
Nothing serious. Any big major events, I usually get a phone call. I think that speaks again to my age. We talked a little bit about the questions for age. Older people tend to talk to people face to face, and I think that's a lost thing. My wife or friends had to call me with some bad news, or had to tell me bad news, they would call me, absolutely. Or come to my house or something like that. I've never had a situation where, oh, something tragic is happening, reading it on text.
I have received bad news over email or text, and I'd rather have it in person because if it's important, then I would rather see them face to face and see how they're reacting to it.
Yeah, person. I'm not really a text guy. I like being in person better.
Yeah, I would much prefer in person, yeah, than I have in text.
Well, I can't think of anything specific, but yes, I would be. I would prefer to have that information verbally. On the phone, in person.
I did receive bad news once in an email, but it didn't bother me because the person who sent the email, I would rather hear from them through email. But normally, I think if you're going to have bad news, it should be delivered face to face.
I have received bad news through text message, which is, I didn't like it at all because I'd prefer to have it in person.
Do you typically eat dinner at the table with family or in your bedroom or living room where there's a TV?
Depending on what time I come home. So, on average, it's usually by myself. In my own bedroom, pretty much, all the time.
When we eat dinner.
No, we do. We eat at the table now. We worked really hard to make sure that we eat at the table, and we do it. We just said the other day we're really proud of ourselves.
We're getting better.
Yeah, we're good at it.
Yes, we're good.
We're not good at the food on the table, but we're good at
quality
sitting
of the
down.
food.
The quality of the food's not so good.
I do often eat dinner in front of the TV. I would say I alternate between the dining room table and the living room.
I'd say it's like half and half. Half at the living room, half in the kitchen.
The later. I'd sit in my room. I'd never eat with my parents.
Well, I don't eat with my family, but I eat at my kitchen table.
Have you ever checked your phone without intentionally doing so?
No, cannot. I find myself checking my phone 24/7.
No. I sometimes put my phone in my pocketbook and I forget it's there.
Oh, no. No. I'm an old man. I don't do that stuff.
Actually made a point of stop doing that for no reason. Instead, even in my car, I have a book. So if I'm at a stop light or whatever, rather than keep checking my phone, I pick up the book. I just started that this week. And I've updated my books here too, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm pulling out the phone. Although when you...
Sometimes I'm like, I gotta check my phone. But then after, I'm like, I didn't need to check my phone.
Actually doing so?
All the time. All the time.
No, we could.
How do you feel about talking to your significant other through Facebook or texting?
If I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I wouldn't really like it as much because I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person.
We get to say what we really mean.
That's true. We don't talk. We're Facebook friends, but he never likes any of my pictures. He never writes happy birthday on my wall. He never talks to me at all on Facebook.
I don't know what they call it, but I don't really interact on Facebook. I just watch and look and read. I don't then put myself out there at all, other than pictures of my kids. So it's not just you. I don't speak to anybody.
Okay, well that makes me feel better.
Probably be better because you're not with them all the time. So whenever you're not with them, you could text them.
I talk to my significant other through texting. I don't talk to him at all through Facebook or Twitter.
I feel more secure with my relationship because I'll know where they are and they know where I am, and if I can't see them, then I'd rather be texting them.
Hey, Victor.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hey, Kelly. How are you?
Hi, Victor. How you been?
I'm good. I'm glad we finally decided to take the next step and go on a date.
Me too. After our last conversation through Snapchat, I was sure this was the right decision.
Oh yeah, that picture you sent me that I put on Instagram, it got 1,500 likes. You should be proud.
Really? I mean, it wasn't even like the best one.
Yeah, well, that's just how popular I am. My goal is to get 30K followers.
In that case, then I better send you some of my pictures.
Yeah. This is the best date ever.
How old were you when you got your first cell phone?
10? No, 11. 12. 10. 11. 11.
How old was I when I was my first cell phone? want to say I had my first cell phone when I was maybe around 40.
Well, we got one.
Been 10
I was
years,
like
42.
25 maybe.
Really? That young?
Yeah, my brother got me one. No, 27?
Yeah, I would say about that. I'd say late 20s, 28, 27.
Yeah, probably the same.
I was in 7th grade, so 13.
Right.
It was the Verizon Juke, which was fly at the time. It was before the smartphones.
I was 11 and it was a prepaid phone, so I ran out of minutes the first day I used it. I was probably like 13. I was pretty old.
At what age or circumstance would you be willing to purchase a cell phone for your child?
I think probably when my child is driving, I want my child to have a phone because I want to be able to get in touch with him, to him right now. There's a her in the future, then her too. Maybe before then, maybe once they're able to be somewhere without me for extended periods of time, I want to be able to get in touch with them. But I'd probably control access to that pretty tightly.
That's a tough call. I've actually thought about it a lot. I have 2 sons. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I gotta say at least in middle school, probably even freshman year in high school. I think kids get them so young nowadays. I see kids walking around 8, 9 years old with cell phones, and it's just way too young. So I do want to have it for like emergency purposes only. So I think maybe freshman year in high school, I'd get it for them, and I think you can do this, set it up so there's only one number that can be called. They wouldn't be having Twitter and all that stuff on a smartphone until they're later on. But maybe an emergency phone freshman year, and then we'll go from there as they get older.
So depending on my situation when I grow older with my kids will determine on when I give them my cell phone, when I give them a cell phone. But I feel like they have one by the time they're in their teens, so maybe like 13, 14.
When would they get a cell phone? We got a landline. I
don't know. I really thought about that. I would say it depends. I would say as we get older and how prevalent they are with his peer group.
Yeah, maybe like a teenager, but I think that we would need to have very strict limits on when you get the phone. The phone gets taken back. Like, it would be restricted use phone.
In my mind, I think 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that range.
Really? No, I was thinking 16.
Oh, yeah? Well.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll obviously have to talk about that.
But in my mind, I feel like realistically, it might be earlier.
Well, I guess middle school, I think would be appropriate, maybe 12.
I don't really have an age, I would say, between middle school and high school, though.
I don't think my child should get a cell phone. I'm just kidding. I think that like at the age of like 13, so 6th, 7th grade again, because it just be appropriate.
What do you think about the use of technology in class, such as laptops or iPads?
I think that it's a really great idea. It's not always useful for my room, and because I don't know as much about the telephone technology, I don't let the kids use their cell phones in my room. I find that it's mostly I peek and they're playing games or they're listening to music, so I don't allow them in my room. But I think they're important.
It's useful if you need to get like game information. I mean, you can use a textbook, but I guess people are more comfortable using computers. Well, I read a lot, so I'm comfortable using both.
It's interesting. I think laptops and iPads are very different in the way they're used in class. I actually like using the laptops a lot more than I like using the iPads. I find the iPads are good for doing research, but they're not good for producing a lot, just because they're not designed for that. But I find laptops are I enjoy using laptops because I think, the kids tend to get enthusiastic about it quicker than they would if there's a book in front of them.
Oh, I don't agree with it. I'm more of a traditional person. I'd rather have like face-to-face time with the teacher, listen, write down stuff, rather than just not even pay attention to the teacher and just type away, I guess. I feel like it takes away the intimacy, so to speak, between students and teachers.
As long as everyone has it, I think it's great, and I think everyone should have some sort of technology. It definitely cut down on all the copies I have to make, and it would definitely give kids a lot more opportunity to get the information. I think that would be great.
I find it convenient because it's like right there rather than using an old textbook.
How often do you use your cell phone to keep in contact with your significant other, friends, or family?
Multiple times a day, maybe 20 times a day or more.
I don't like texting. So.
Or family. Every single day. Of every moment. Ever. I constantly have my phone in my hand.
People check their phones more than once every 10 minutes. OMGFacts.com. How does it make you feel to be able to talk to your boyfriend or girlfriend through Twitter, Facebook, etc.?
I don't have either, so.
I sure have a boyfriend. I don't talk to my boyfriend. I hate it. I never text my girlfriend or any girl I'm talking to because I personally don't like to text. I just use it for social media such as Instagram and Tumblr.
If I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I wouldn't really like it as much because I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person.
No, I feel like it's normal. Technology nowadays is more advanced, so I guess there's a lot more emails and Twitter posts and Facebook posts than calls, I guess.
No, but because I don't see them very often, because I would do track every day, so it's better.
Hey Siri, it's officially our 2nd year anniversary.
I know.
Siri, we've been going on for so long now. We should take our relationship to the next level.
I'm down to turn up, babe.
Look, Siri, I know you love iOS 6, but I'm telling you, iOS 7 is way better. You don't have to rush into it. I'll let you take your time. We can go slow.
Fitz!
What?
You're a good guy, but I think it's unnecessary for me to update.
Well, I don't think it's necessary that you hang out with the iPhone 5S.
You're a good-for-nothing Lamron, Fitz.
You know what, Siri? Go screw yourself.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how comfortable are you with face-to-face conversations over text messaging?
I would say like an 8 for face-to-face and then like a 10 with text because you don't really get to see how someone's, like some people like talk kind of weird and it gets kind of awkward like that.
So person to person, I'd give it like a 7, where texting, I'd give it like a 10.
So with conversation, I feel a 10 out of 10 because I like to speak in person rather than text message. Text message, I don't really feel good about it. Just like a 2.
9. I think I like face-to-face conversation.
And then, again, depending on the person, I'm not really good with carrying out conversation through text message.
Text, I'd say 5. Person, 10.
Have you ever assigned or had to complete a homework assignment online using a specific website or program?
Yes, regularly. I assign a decent amount of online homework, at least one assignment per week. But I do give students more than one day to complete it in case they don't have access to the internet.
Yeah, my computer science kids a lot of times finish their assignments using, we use BlueJ, which is the compiler for the Java AP computer science.
Where's the answer? Where is it?
Freeze! I'm the police!
You're not supposed to look up the answers.
The average smartphone users check their phone 110 times a day. NPR.org, Elise Hugh. Can you successfully carry out a conversation without the use of your cell phone?
Oh, it depends. If it's with my friends, no. But if it's with like an adult, then yes, I can put my phone away.
Yes, I can, but I like to have my phone in my hand at all times, just in case I don't want to talk to anyone off it.
Oh my God, in person, I want to look at somebody's beautiful face, and I want to see if I'm seeing something that upsets them, disturbs them, if they understand what I'm talking about.
Yes, I feel like when you're having a conversation with someone face to face, just like no phones, I think it makes the conversation more interesting, and I think it's easier to carry out a conversation face to face.
Talking face to face and through text or Twitter or something.
Hey, young blood.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Hey, you got a phone on you?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, take a look at it.
Yeah.
This is a nice phone you got there. You mind if I hold it?
Nah, I don't think you can do that, dude. I just got this Galaxy.
Oh,
like
come
600
on.
bills, man.
Come on, young blood. I'm an old coot. Don't do it to me.
I can't let you do that, dude. I don't even know you. Oh, shit.
Oh, precious.
Don't touch my freaking phone. Yeah, that's right. Don't mess with the big boy.
Oh, that was cold, man. How you gonna do that to an old man like me?
60% of the kids asked by pollsters in England said they were very addicted to their phone. They say they're easily distracted by their phone, whether it be during dinner or in the classroom.
The first strike of the hammer. Made my heart beat faster. The rat tattoo remind me that there was something behind me. At the way